Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got in a newer release flashlight from NextOrch to take a look at. This is the TA21 and it is a dual light source EDC tactical flashlight. So stick around if you want to learn about it. We'll do a real quick unboxing. We'll go over all the features and specifications, go over the user interface, give you guys some beam shots, and then give some thoughts on it. Quickly show you around the box. Looks like we can use a 16340 or a CR123A battery. Looks like there's multiple modes. Looks like we're at 1300 lumens for a max output. There's a QR code if you want to scan that. Looks like it has a 5-year warranty. Alright, let's see how this is packaged and what all comes with it. So we got the light itself right up on top, and then a little baggie of stuff here. I see a manual, looks like a charging cable, wrist lanyard. Quickly show you the manual. You can pause and stop and read anything you want, but this way, in case you ever get this light in the future, if you lose your manual, can always come back to this video for reference. Alright, let's take a look at the TA21 itself. Let's see, what's this? Some type of battery. It's just letting us know that there's like a battery insulation sheet we'll have to remove. So you can see it has like this tactical ring on it. There's a lot of different ways that you can position this. We'll go over some of those in a bit. It's also can be a pocket clip, or you can use the clip that's here. So I've actually had the TA20 for about 1.5 years or so, and I assume that the 21 is just like an improved, updated version of this. But when they sold this, you had to actually buy the FR1 tactical ring separate from it, but it looks like they include it now with this 21. The old one was 1,000 lumens. And the 21 is 1300 lumens. There's also some other features on this updated 21 that the 20 just didn't even have at all. I'll go over those in a bit too. Give you guys some close-ups here. I'm not 100% sure what the material that it's made out of. It just says aluminum alloy. I don't know if it's like 6061. This ring here is some type of plastic, like an ABS plastic or something. It is IPX8 waterproof rated. Just kind of looking over things. I can see that there's like some ceramic glass breakers up top. It is a crenulated bezel. We have all these different modes here, and the switch is just how we'll go between the different ones. And then we have a rear tactical switch back here. We'll get that little battery film thing off, and then also remove this tactical ring for a bit. So there's the film, and then we'll just slide this off. The battery is a NextOrch branded 16340 USB-C rechargeable. Grab you guys some quick dimensions. We're looking at a length of about 3.8 inches, a head diameter of 1.2 inches, and we have an overall weight of 4 ounces, 4.1 ounces. If you use that little plastic ring with it, 4.5 ounces. Here are a few size comparisons for you. Obviously next to a dollar bill, thing of chapstick, and a key fob. And in the hand, the light completely disappears. So like I mentioned, we do have 4 different modes. We have lockout, duty, tactical, and red. And lockout, it does exactly what you think it should do. It locks the light and nothing happens in lockout mode. If you want to go to any of the other modes, you just simply rotate this dial up here on the head. So now we're in duty mode. So in duty mode, we're going to have a low, medium, high, 30 lumens, 230 lumens, and 1300 lumens. You can see the run times and beam distance. In duty mode, you can do a momentary or a constant on. It also has mode memory and mode preview. So what I'll do here is just turn the light on. It's just a single press turns it on. And we are on this lowest output right here, that 30 lumens or so. If you want to go to the next output, you just simply like half press the switch here, and then that'll bump you up. And then it just cycles back down. Low, medium, high. Like I said, you can also do a momentary just by half pressing and then releasing. Half pressing, releasing. The preview that I kind of talked about is you can basically half press into the low and then kind of half press again immediately. That'll take you into the medium, half press again, and you can stop at any of those that you want. So like, let's just say I want to be on high. So I'm going to half press, half press, half press, and now I can lock it in on high. It's really no different than actually turning it on and cycling through, but maybe one less step. We'll switch over to tactical next. Tactical, you're only going to get turbo and strobe. They're both the 1300 lumens. There is no constant on when you're in the tactical mode. A half press is going to give us the 1300 turbo. A full press is going to give us strobe. So if you're sensitive to strobe, look away here for the next minute or so. So again, it's just going to be a half press for that full 1300 lumens, and when you release it shuts off, and then a full press is going to give you that strobe. So again, when you're in tactical mode, you cannot have a constant on, but it really does not take much pressure here on the switch. It's pretty sensitive actually. Like you can see, like it barely takes any pressure at all on that. It's a really nice feeling switch. And we'll go over to the red mode next. Red also has a low, medium, high. You can see it's 3, 30, and 150 lumens. It looks like they also make an infrared version, but mine is the red one. The red is going to function exactly like the duty did. We're going to have that low, medium, high like I said. We can have momentary or constant. So we'll turn this on and then just kind of cycle through the different outputs. And again, it just goes back low, medium, high. Pretty simple. You can also do, like I said, momentary with red. You can also like preview it. And now I can be on the high every time I turn it on. That previous TA20 did not have any type of red light at all on it. Alright, let's get this battery charged up, and then we'll make sure that a regular CR123A battery works. So obviously you do have to remove the battery to charge it, which means you can put it in an external charger if you want. It looks like we do have like a red indicator light up there. That will probably either go off or turn to a different color once that's fully charged. And then let's just take a regular, these are only 3 volts versus the 3.7 volts. So I can't swear that the brightness is going to be exactly the same. Sometimes when it's less volts, it's not as bright, but let's see here, make sure everything works fine. It's hard to tell just like with the naked eye if that's brighter or not, but it does definitely still work fine. Switch back to the red, make sure everything works fine there. But yes, it does indeed work with the CR123A. Alright, try to give you guys an idea of what the NexTorch looks like inside. We'll start off on that lowest setting first. Go up to the medium next. And the highest setting. This is going to be the strobe, so if you're sensitive to that, you can look away. And finally the red inside. Alright, try to show you the next torch outside here. Again, we'll start off in a lower setting first. Those trees right there are probably about 70 feet or so away. Again, the phone doesn't pick up nearly as much as what you can see with your eyes, so it is brighter in person here, but we'll go up to the medium next. Those are a little over 100 feet away there. Let's go up to the high. Well, hopefully seeing those nighttime beam shots was somewhat beneficial for you guys. As always, I want to show you guys what it looks like in a pocket. So you do have, quite a bit sticking up here. If you are going to pocket carry this, I would recommend either keeping it in the lock mode or put it in the tactical mode. Don't leave it in the duty mode. This button is pretty sensitive, which is a good thing. But you could basically lean over and hit this, and that could definitely come on in your pocket, and that could easily burn through your clothing. However, if you have it in the tactical mode, which I do now, and it hits, it'll go right back off. You can't leave it on in the tactical, so you don't really have to worry about that burning anything. And for those of you wondering, you can leave that tactical ring on while this is in your pocket. You can even remove the regular clip if you want and just use the tactical ring. Either way, it goes in the pocket just fine. Told you guys I'd show you a couple different ways of holding this. The main way is basically going to be in the palm of your hand with your middle finger going through here. And you can see how this is designed to where you can actually rest your ring finger and then also your index finger up on top here. So now you have a little bit of a strike front on this, I guess. But this is designed to really put your thumb back here like this. And then the other way you can do this is actually flip this up on top. So it'll kind of go like this here. So it kind of lays over the top of your fingers. And then you take your index finger and hold from the top. And it's almost not quite like a cigar, but similar to that style. And then you can hold it through here like this. So I've been using this TA21 for a few weeks now and just want to share some of my thoughts with you guys. I'll start by saying that the build quality is exceptional. The fit and finish is excellent on it. The output on it, again, is very, very good. I mean, 1300 lumens out of a light this small is pretty crazy. I absolutely love this rotary switch. It makes switching between the different modes so simple. I like that the TA21 includes a red light now and that there are multiple outputs of it. Going back to the build quality, the pocket clip on this is actually really nice. It is like a sturdy clip. And then another thing is I really like the feel of this rear switch here. It sure doesn't take very much at all, and it has a really nice response to it. It doesn't feel mushy. It's a really good tail switch here. I like the fact that they include a battery and that charging cable, so you're kind of ready to go right out of the box. I also like the fact that you can use a variety of batteries with it. If I had any complaints or recommendations, is that they would go from the 16340 that they're using to an 18350. They're almost the same size of battery, but if we can see here, this one's 800 milliamp hours and this one's 1100. So you would get significantly more runtime with just a millimeter or two difference in the battery size. But overall, I absolutely love it. I think it's a fantastic light, and I would definitely recommend this one. So at the time of me making this video, these are available on Amazon for around 90 bucks. and then they're on NextTorch's website for just a few dollars more. And I will leave both of those links down in the video description in case you want to find out more information on the light or pick one up. If they provide me any type of discount codes, I'll also put that down in the video description. But yeah, I do think that these would be great little EDC flashlights. I also think they're good for law enforcement, either as a backup light or to put on a vest. But alright guys, if you found the video helpful or informative in any way, please give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And that's going to be it on this one. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it.